looks like we're live. It's Silent Hill. Alright, where's my controller? Come here, controller. Alright, let me pull up. Hey, Jeff! Let's put this there. Goodness. I just hopped out of the shower and my hair's all crazy. Hello, prominent hero. We are having an impromptu Silent Hill stream today because I want to do a fundraising stream because I need funds. Fundraising. Hey, Danya, Juggernaut. Just some bad luck in the financial department has led to a sudden need for fundraising stream. I wasn't going to do one this month because I had the Kickstarter going, but that's alright, here we are. I actually haven't played Silent Hill Origins in a very long time, so this may be fun. I may not remember anything, so this may be like playing a Silent Hill for the first time, which has not happened for me in ages. Let's see, do you not have settings? I do want to wait a few minutes, see who shows up. Hello, Renato, thank you for joining us. Yes. Let's make sure settings are good. Yes, good. Yeah, the last time I played this was probably high school. I had the PSP version. I never finished it. It's like, I think it's the only Silent Hill game, other than Book of Memories, that I've never finished. I've never even played Book of Memories. I remember thinking it was decent, but it wasn't my favorite. Like, Shattered Memories I finished. I had both on PSP. I finished Shattered Memories. I got frustrated with this one, and I just didn't finish it. I got stuck on the theater, maybe? Hey, Dagger! E.T., hello. So as I said, this is going to be a fundraising stream. If you've never been a part of one before, basically, if you pay towards the stream, either in PayPal or YouTube, you get rewards. Like, in the past, people have, I've sang, answered questions. I think I showed baby photos at one point. This is a little more relaxed than those were, but, I will happily answer questions. I will happily show you fan art I've drawn, photos of me, anything. We'll figure stuff out as we go along. I'm also going to put my books on sale during the stream today. Buy one, get one. We'll say, yeah, we could do buy one, get one free. As long as they're like both paperbacks, both hardbacks, we could do that. So if you want to purchase my books, those links are in the description. Just mention you were in the stream, and I'll put those discounts in. Hello! Bunch of new faces. Vince, Lenuwu, I hope I said that right. Mauricio, hello Marco. Thanks everybody joining us. We'll go ahead and get started. Let me know if the sound is good. We'll keep all that, because definitely want subtitles.
Who'd I just pass there? That you, good buddy? Treetop tall and wall to wall. Travis, you messed up son of a bitch. What you doing on my road? Late on a gig, bud. Took a shortcut past Silent Hill. Stopped up for coffee as soon as I hit Brahms. I'm beat. Bad dreams still keeping you awake. I told you, man, a girl or two would go a long way.
This guy's voice is something else. Oh my god.
Maybe if you weren't always blabbering about losing your parents when you were young, how you don't even remember how, why. Hey, chill. You don't see me bringing up your issues.
Hey, Jen.
No need. My old lady keeps me fully informed of my feelings. The girl keeps notes. She hasn't left you yet? Any day now. See you around, Travis. Take it easy.
That guy's voice is incredibly, is just amazing. Oh god, I love that. Hi, Needle Pup! This is Silent Hill Origins, which I have not played in at least a decade. I vaguely remember the beginning, but I didn't finish it, so we're probably gonna get majorly lost. Hey, Kelly! And thank you to all the folks who are hopping in who are members, all the names in green. Thank you so much for your support and keeping the channel alive. He is having some bad flashbacks. This is very dark. I hope there's a brightness option. Somebody fell on the road, of course. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh wow, he stopped in time. Hey, Sky Sinner! Oh yeah, I agree, Renato. So far, the soundtrack on this has been pretty fantastic. Let's see if it's better. I mean, it's Akira Yamaoka, so... I am using a PS2. Yeah, I don't, Ooh. Interesting. Oh yeah, this game has a whole thing with mirrors and stuff. Hey, Lobsul. Swallowing Dragons, hello. Alright. And Delvin, hello. Oh, thank you, Swallowing Dragons. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much for the support. If you have a question or something you'd like to ask, I'm happy to answer. Just don't ask for feet pics. No more asking for feet pics. There's a moratorium. Alright, let's... This music is really badass. Is there not... Okay, here we go. Give me the options. Give me... Oh, come on. There has gotta be... It's off? Can I not access it yet? Oh, man. Y'all think I'm kidding? Oh, man. Just follow me on Twitter and you will see I post all the weird things people ask me for, which includes feet pics. I had a dude, a real thirsty dude, a week or two ago, send in not one, not two, but 3 commission requests for a lonely fan. I'll let you imagine what those commission requests included. What are we raising money for? For the channel. I unfortunately got hit with a big, what would you call it? The bank fucked me over, and they took a lot of money from me, and my account is hurting. So, surprise Silent Hill stream. Oh, it's not a good day. It's not. God, that sucks. The thing that really hurts is I had received a invitation to attend as a vendor this gaming convention that happens in my state every year, and they were giving me discounts for being a YouTuber, indie person, that kind of thing. And so it was affordable. I was like, you know, I could really do this. This would be great. And the amount it would cost to get the table at that convention is the exact amount the bank took out of my account. So I literally can't afford to go now. Unless I can... I may try and figure something out, but God, that was just horrible timing. Horrible timing. Yeah, it's alright. I kind of figured out why it happened, and I fixed it so it won't happen again, but not the news you want to get on a Sunday, you know? Oh, thank you, Pablo. Yeah, the funny thing is, my dad worked in the banking industry. Not as a banker, mind you. He worked for the government as a, can I run? I don't think I can. What would you call it? An investigator? He was the guy that went to the banks and told them what they were doing wrong and kept them in line, and bankers hated him because he was so mean to them. He had a reputation for being incredibly harsh. They deserved it. He worked through the 2008 crisis. He was the guy trying to stop the banks from doing all that. You can imagine he had a rough time at work for a few years. Oh, bye, Swelling Dragons. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one if we don't see you again. I like how this fire is conveniently not in the middle of the room. I mean, I don't know how fires work, but it's very good that the fire is not spread to where we cannot walk around. Yeah. Huh. That kind of resembles the clock that's in the other world at the end of the first game. I mean, it's just a grandfather clock, but that's what my brain goes to. Is this the door? No? Oh, look, and it's a carousel, it looks like. Or a horse. Oh, here we go. That was close. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. If you do want to donate and you have PayPal, there is a link to my PayPal down below. There's something to this painting. Makes me want to stop and look. This isn't the time, though, and it's going to burn just like the others. That's fascinating. That's a nice line. It's going to burn like the others. Aww. Here we go. That's how I run. No time to look at books. Oh, oops. Man, he should be crawling. What happened to stop, drop, and roll? You're gonna have some nasty lungs, buddy. Oh, that's a lot of candles. And a dead girl. Mostly dead. Hey, Zako.
You're coming with me.
You just spoke to a corpse that tried to talk to you and had psychic fire. Buddy, maybe think for a minute about what's going on. It just spoke to you. I mean, I know the plot doesn't happen, but it's just funny to me. This is a really powerful opening. If you've played the, it's like, oh wow, I'm in that moment. Even if you don't know the backstory, rescuing a girl that was on fire from a fire, that's something. Oops, sorry I set you more on fire. My bad. Go this way. Hello, Silent Konami and Surfin. Other folks I've missed. Uh-oh. You better run, boy. You're in trouble. Well, we're all dead. Can I run? Okay. Go, go, go. Oh, the piano's on fire. What was that? Was she wanted to die, so she wouldn't have done that. Maybe Dahlia did that. Where am I going? Maybe around here? Yeah, somebody's clearing the way. And since she said let me burn, I'm gonna assume it's Mommy. This is a big old house. This old house is on fire. Well, we got out! Yay! Hey, Candy Dreams! Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Safe now.
She is very much on burned.
Someone help her. Where is everyone?
Ragdoll. I guess he can be forgiven that he's probably like super high on inhalation and smoke, not thinking clearly. But who would leave their truck in the middle of the open road? I mean, if he saw somebody and he thought something was going on, I could see running off to see what's up. You can lock a car. Being a trucker. My daddy used to be a trucker, too. He did a lot of shit. He told a lot of stories about
Where am I?
people being in traffic and somebody would try, if you're in a city street, you'd have to chain the back door of the truck because people would run out into the middle of the street, pull open the leather, and try and steal what was in the car.
What happened last night?
So he learned to try and padlock it. Oh, thank you, Jeff. That's very kind of you.
They would have taken her to the hospital.
Also, I don't know that... Do towns have maps like this? I know it's for convenience sake, but I'm pretty sure most towns don't just have maps of all their streets. Alright. Yeah, I don't actually know a lot of, like, the when and where. I know he was married to his first wife and trying to pay his way through college, and he would take time off, like, a semester off to work. And that's probably about the time he was driving. Here we go. Hi, Bob Smith. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like my work. If you're able to, folks, and you like my work, please consider donating. It really does help me to keep stuff going and to do things like go to conventions and host panels and buy games. That kind of thing. Yeah, I guess if it's a popular tourist town, you would want to have maps around, probably. That does make sense. Oh, did I miss a map? Where is Gandalf, Pippin, and Bob? They're around. They're all back here somewhere. Oh, yes, that definitely looks like a map. And a note, maybe. Hello, Yells. Welcome. Public notice. Under construction. Currently, the second and third floor of the hospital are undergoing renovations. At this time, they are closed to patients and visitors. Work continues in earnest, and the hospital management thanks you for your continued cooperation as we try to minimize the disruption. We estimate the construction will be completed within 6 months. The restructuring of the third floor will almost double our capacity for inpatients and introduce cleaner, more modern facilities. Here at Alchemilla, the quality of care we provide to you, our valued patient, is of the utmost importance. Dr. Phillips, Chairman of Alchemilla Board. Well, yes, I do remember the melee weapon breaking thing. Oh, wow, that's a fun, creepy TV you got there. Alright. Let's see now if the options are open further. It still doesn't say. It says extra options and it's grayed out. The game is so dark. Ah. Well, this is bad. Like, I can't imagine how it looks to y'all on YouTube, but it looks like he's standing against a black background. That's not great. Hopefully I get a flashlight. Or I do have one, don't I? Is that not a flashlight on my chest? Here, let's check the... Hello, Louise. Thank you for being a member and supporting the channel. Thank you to everyone else who has been donating and being a member. There we go. Turn it on. With my job, I spend a lot of time on the road. It's a good thing to have this on my jacket. Cool. Can I not turn it on? I guess I'm not allowed to turn it on right now. I guess inside I'm not allowed. Alright. Yeah, this is incredibly dark. Jammed. I can't open the door. Locked from the other side. This is, not great. Hello. Oh, thank you, Yells. I'm glad you like my work. Hello, Silent Hill Warrior. Lots of folks today. Alright. Well, we're definitely going to play this for a while, and then if folks still feel up to it... Well, thank you, Handsome Ratch. We may continue more horror next, though I don't know if we'll keep doing Silent Hill, or if maybe we'll do a Fatal Frame.
You a doctor? Can I help you?
Is that Kaufman?
The girl who was burned. Is she here?
A girl? We've received no new patients in the last day or so.
Uh-huh.
Was she hurt?
She was burned all over.
Are you a relative? What did you say her name was?
I don't know her name. I was the one who saved her from the fire. She must have been brought here.
Hello,
Is
Lucas,
there another
Cosmic
hospital?
Jellyfish. Hello.
I'm sorry.
Thank
Perhaps
you,
someone in
everyone, for
reception.
joining
I
us.
have urgent business to attend to. Goodbye.
What was Kaufman wearing in the original game? Did he wear a suit? He seems so smarmy now as a doctor walking around his profession in a suit. You know, he's in the hospital and he's wearing a suit. All right, I'm gonna assume. Can I go upstairs? No. Okay, it was a suit, and I'm just not remembering. But I mean, that just makes him even more of an asshole. It just kind of, I guess it kind of, it makes him colder because he's, you know, presented as a doctor, but he's not in scrubs. He's not, you know, he's not doing his job. You're right, he did wear a gray suit. Hey, Dot. Hello. Yeah, he did. He shot you the first time he found you. And he managed to miss from 2 feet in front of him. Oh, boy. Yeah. I've been meaning to play this game for a while, but just haven't... Well, for one, I didn't own it for a while. And then did somebody send it to me? I'm not certain. Somebody may have sent it to me in the P.O. box, which is changing. I've got a new one. I just have to get the new key, and then we'll be able to use it. Someone, Swallowing Dragons, I believe, did send me Shattered Memories, but I don't have a Wii yet, so we can't play that one today. Why did they change the shape of his head in this game? Well, welcome, Gila Masan. Thanks for joining us. I think it was to try and make him look younger, but yeah, he has a much more narrow head. Definitely. Very noticeably. Yeah, Lisa is 16. She's like a teenager here, which... I guess I get that they wanted to include her because she is so important in the game, but I've never known a teenage nurse. Like, is that a program? Can you do that? Can you intern at a hospital when you're a teenager? I don't know, man. I mean, it is a small town. Maybe they make their own rules. Yes, Shattered Memories is, as well as this, on PSP. That's how I played both games originally, but I only finished Shattered Memories. I never finished this one. I ended up selling my PSP for cash. Let's take a look at my map. I guess we're gonna try the exam room. Didn't look like I tried that. I literally couldn't see that there was a door there. That's good. Hello, Dark Lord Yanni. Hello. Yeah, I remember thinking this game was, it was decent. I enjoyed it. There were parts that were frustrating, but, like, I didn't hate it. I defend all the Silent Hill games. There's not one that I really hate. So, it looks like... Okay, I missed some doors over there, and there's a staircase. So we're gonna go that way. You can punch monsters, so I can't hate this game. Yeah! Shattered Memories is best on the Wii from what I've heard. I've seen comparisons. Yeah, I've heard that as well. And I've also heard that this is not the greatest on PS2, but I can't stream a PSP, so we're gonna have to put up with it. I'm really hating how dark it is. I mean, it's gotta be worse on YouTube, but I can barely see some of these walls. Yeah, like, I didn't even see that there is a door here. And it's not letting me turn on the flashlight. I don't know why. I'm literally right in front of a door and I can't see it. Okay, well, it's locked. Sorry, what about Book of Memories? I don't own a Vita, and so I have not played that one. I will eventually do it. Hello, Smoking Conduit. Thanks for joining us. And as I mentioned earlier, this is a fundraising stream for the channel to support making videos and shit. All the books right now for Silent Hill are going to be buy one, get one free. Click the links below to do that. And if you can, please donate. It really does mean the world to me and helps me to be able to keep doing stuff like this. Did I check this floor? Ah, I did not go to floor 2. Yeah, I don't know. I think the flashlight. Okay, so it's on now. Much better. I don't know why it wouldn't turn on the, I guess the first floor wasn't considered dark enough or something. I don't know, but I guess it's automatic. At least I can see now. Yeah. Because the darkness, it's not, like, it's very pretty. Like, I just want to be able to see the game, you know?
Yes?
I don't hate the darkness. Oh.
You okay?
She's not.
What?
Oh, no, I hate it. She has no reason to look like that. The nurses in Silent Hill 1 didn't look like that. Disappointing. Alright, how do I fight? Shit, that's not the fight button. Okay, good. That's not too hard. I do remember... Maybe this is... Can I kill you? Is it dead? Nope. Come on, lady. Stay down. Admit defeat. Oh, man. Is she dead yet? Come on. I guess I could just leave. Yeah, I'm not impressed by that character design at all. It has no reason to be sexy. She should look like they did in frickin' the first game. They should look more like that. Yeah, the sexy nurses thing is just, at this point, it's just lazy. And I'm sure it's probably because this game, what, 2007? The movie came out in 2006. It probably was because of that, but God, it gets annoying eventually. I will say, I don't remember if this is a setting or what, but I remember playing the PSP version and being over his shoulder, kind of in a more Resident Evil style, like RE4 camera, and that wasn't my favorite. I'm liking this a lot better, but I don't know if that was like... It's been literally a decade since I played this game, so I don't remember if it really was that way or if that's just what I thought it was. I don't know. Yeah, it's... Preliminary diagnosis. 3rd-degree burns. Patient is unconscious. Something has prevented damage spreading to the internal organs. Tissue damage is limited to the epidermis and extremities of limbs. How is this possible? Well... My biggest issue with this game is the story really only makes sense when you get the worst ending. Interesting. Seeing as I've never finished this game, I will have to reserve judgment. I actually kind of like the mirror thing. I don't know if it's... I'm gonna have to... Again, I have never beaten this game. It's been years since I've played it, so don't take anything I say as, like, my final judgment or something. I need to finish the game and really think on it before I decide what I don't like. Well, thanks for joining us, Yanni. Hopefully we'll see you again another time. Hi, Addie. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I could see where trying to be a prequel definitely would limit the game. But I'm sure that was...
You're the girl from the fire.
To some extent,
How did you...
not in the team's control. Because from what I've read, Konami had a lot of control over what they wanted the team to do, and that wasn't always good.
This ain't right.
Hey, 00, thanks for joining us. Craig, hello. Lots of folks today. How do you donate here? I've never actually done it myself. There should be a button on the stream somewhere, or if it's easier for you, I have a PayPal link in the description where you can just donate through PayPal. Alright. I do remember some kind of puzzle here where you have to put together a guy from different organs, which I thought was fun. Is that a door? Wow, this game is incredibly dark. Oh, hi! Hi, lady! This is... Oh, jeez. Oh, I guess my hammer broke already? Because I'm punching her now. That's good. Boy, oh boy, this is dark. I want to see if my settings might be able to change it. Oh, thank you, Smoking Conduit. That's very kind of you. If you guys want to commission a video, either a stream you want to see me stream or a topic you want to see me talk about, those links are also below. And like I said, books are buy one, get one off during the stream. Now, I remember there was a setting I could change to make the game brighter through OBS. Let's see. OBS brightness increase. Up the brightness. Okay. Let's try that. Okay. So video capture, filter. Let's see. Color correction. That's what it says. Alright, let's see here. Whoa, that's not... That's a little... Sorry about this, folks. I just want to play with this a little bit and see if it helps. Alright, I don't know if... I think that took effect. Hey, Faku! Akatsuki, hello. I don't know. The game does look a little brighter. What do you guys think? It's still kind of super dark. But it looks better on YouTube's end, so that's good. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Are Travis, Heather, and Alessa the only ones able to go through the different worlds? I've kind of been looking into that, because there's something to that. You know, Silent Hill 3 shows us a lot of scenes where Heather inadvertently triggers the Otherworld transition. And Travis obviously very clearly changes to the Otherworld. But I think there are other characters. I am pretty sure Murphy does at least one. Yes, he does trigger it by mistake. He triggers it as well. Harry, I don't think... No, Harry does. Honestly, if you really think about it, there are other characters that do. This is entire dark. Wow. Okay. That was so dark I couldn't see shit. I hate this. My TV doesn't have a brightness setting because it was a cheap TV I bought at a used store and didn't have a remote. I'm gonna have to get a new screen. I literally can't see what I'm doing. I feel like... I guess there's a difference between characters who can mentally and physically decide they want the change to happen versus those who, like, activate a machine that activates the change. But I've kind of been looking into that. Yeah, it's Blind Hill, right? I feel like the brightness change helped, so let me try and see if doing a little more doesn't help. Okay, well, it definitely increases it on y'all's side, but it didn't change it on mine when last time it did. Sad. Yeah, now it kind of looks gray. I'm gonna have to get a new screen. That's better balance. So I guess I'll just have to look at the computer if I have trouble. Ooh, there's a death mask on the door. Underneath is a plaque which reads, "Even the blind have need of eyes if they wish to gaze at the future." Interesting. Oh! Something's attacking me. Hi, it's a nurse. Bye. I'm gonna look at my map again. Filling out the form, do we write which 2 books we want? Yeah, sure. There should be little boxes that let you pick, but if you can just always add in the notes what you'd like. I guess we'll just do... Okay, don't know why I did that. We'll check the bathroom doors. members. Hello, Zelda Maniac. Thanks for joining us. That's a shelf. Back off, lady. Haven't you ever heard of personal space? There's an oval depression in the door. Underneath is a plaque which reads, "Even in this inferno, from out of the flames, I saw life born anew." Okay. Let's see now. Alright. Alright, so this hall is a dead end for now. I'm guessing I have to come back with stuff. Now if I could just find the way out. If I want the bad ending, I have to slaughter a decent amount of enemies. Oh man. Well, hopefully, I don't know. We'll have to try and find a brighter way to play the game. I may have to go find another screen. Or Google how to turn up the brightness on this TV without a remote. I guess. Alright, where am I now? Just throw IV stands or TVs and call it a day. I do love you can throw TVs at enemies. That's pretty fun. Alright. Let's see where we are now. I guess we're gonna go down this hallway. Well, thank you, Addie. That's very kind of you. Alright. Jammed. Well. Okay. Something's leaking. Ooh, that's got to be for the thing downstairs, and it's obviously it's an egg for a phoenix. Oh, thank you for joining, Smoking Conduit. Be sure if you'd like to participate in special stuff like bonus events and movie nights and things. Join the Discord, and I will add you to the private room where we plan stuff for members. Thank you so much for joining. We do need to plan our next event. I believe our next one's going to be tomorrow, and we are streaming a game at one of our members' requests. Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth, I believe? Alright, found something. This heart of mine troubles me with its trembling. To still it, I have put it on ice and locked it away. Calling on some Edgar Allan Poe imagery there. Remember the three beauties who caused it to pump are the key, age before beauty. I don't like that it has a noise. Don't like that. I also don't actually remember these puzzles. I remember putting a body together. Oh boy, something's coming for me. I got a TV! Alright, let's see where I need to go. I guess we're gonna try the nurse center on this wall. We're on the extra dark mode difficulty, where you can't see shit. Damn it. Alright, so this is... I guess we go through the door again, see what we find over there. Excuse me, lady, coming through. Travis has some compulsive collector issues. Excuse me! What is with the behavior in this hospital? So rude. I am gonna report you to the people that you report behavior to in a hospital. Don't know who it would be, but I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna fill out a form stating my issues with this hospital. Travis is a bit of the fairboat guy, gets you across. I think after this he's able to leave in his semi-truck, but he has to bring people back. Oh, that's an interesting theory, because he does bring Alex in Homecoming. That's kind of a neat idea. Oh, I like that. It'd be really neat, especially considering, like, if he already knows, but he's willingly bringing people who ask to Silent Hill. And if you get in the bad ending, isn't he like a murderer or something? So that would play into that too. Interesting. Travis is a magpie with artist pockets. Alright, let's see. So is this where I was before? This is where I was before. So I need to find a way to find a mirror on the other side of that block is what I need. So in Silent Hill lore, he's like Sharon. That's a cool way to look at it. Yeah, he's in Homecoming for like a short bit. And hello, Brian. Welcome. Yeah, he's not in there long, so I'm not surprised you missed him. But at the beginning, the trucker that brings Alex into the town, actually to Shepherd's Glen, right? Not to Silent Hill. Is, him. Okay. I don't like that noise. It sounds like they're barking. I also don't like how for some reason my connection with my PS2 keeps wavering. I think it's the Elgato having issues. Everything stop having issues! I can't afford to replace any of you. Not to mention all of you. I am maybe gonna buy a new microphone. I think I want to have something a little nicer. The Snowball's fine, but it'd be nice to have a backup, given that we had all those issues with it the other week. Alright. Nope! Okay, so those are locked. So I guess we're gonna go try the nurse center again. Go, 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 go. Where am I now? I'm navigating Silent Hill by feel. Alright. Is it flashing for you guys? Is the game image going in and out? Or is it just on my end? Because then maybe it's a TV problem and not an Elgato problem, which is cheaper to replace. Yes, this is the game where you can use, like, random items as weapons. Like, I just picked up a TV. Okay. I guess we'll go downstairs and we'll put the egg in the door. Okay, so it's just on my end. Maybe the TV's having issues. It is an old TV at this point. I think I bought it like 4 or 5 years ago. Alright. Where's the stairs? I am not at the right door. Would you leave me alone, lady? I said no. I'm not interested. You're not my type. Alright, stairs. Alright. I'm getting better at this navigating by feeling. At least it's not as bad as that one time we played Fatal Frame and it got so dark I literally couldn't see the stairs. That was horrible. I will have to replace my TV before we get back to that part of the game. Alright, so... where was it? I guess it's that door down there, maybe? Or no, was that it? No, that's the mask. Did I just go back in the stairs? I did. Alright. There it is. Even in the Inferno. Yep, that's because it's about the egg. Where's the... how do I... oh man, Diana. Well, working out can hurt, but it's good for you. So good job doing it. I need to get back to using... my mom got me that game on Switch that works out. I need to get back to doing that. Yay, I opened a door. Alright. What is that? No, I was trying to look at what was on the... well, at least we found a mirror, I guess. But I want to go back. I thought I saw an item. Go back. Also notice he only goes to the other world through the women's bathroom mirrors when he uses a bathroom mirror. Interesting! Yeah, Ring Fit Adventure. Thank you, Mad Max. That is the game. The cistern lid is loose. Remove it. Sure, this'll go well. Gross. I remember this puzzle. Alright. Anything there? Nope, just a filthy toilet. So I guess we'll go back to the other side. Back to the other side. Is Travis older than Harry? I'm not sure. I guess it would depend on how old he is here. He probably is, because if this is 7 years before and Harry was, what, like 30 in the game? He would have been like in his early 20s. It's possible. Yay. Do monsters appear in the fog world in this game, or... Oh. Amy, 31. Ah, it's gonna be the girls. The names and the ages are gonna be the code to the safe. Age before beauty, meaning the oldest first. Alright. 31, that's the first one. And I got a key. Convenient. Alright. We don't need to talk about Silent Hill Revelation. We don't. We actually, we were planning on doing a movie today, and I postponed it for the stream, but somebody mentioned that that movie's on Netflix now, and I was like, I really should watch and roast that at some point. Alright. So, what did I get the key for? A staff room? Okay, so over there, probably. And hello to all the new folks that have joined us today. Apologies if I missed saying specific hellos. There's been a lot of folks coming and going. Thanks for joining us. And thank you to everyone who has donated. It really does mean a lot and helps to allow me to do silly shit like play video games and make videos about them. Old textbooks. Yep. Alright, let's see. Construction. As you know, the renovations to the upper floors have run into problems. The plumbing leak and substandard materials used have forced us to close off the third floor until further notice. We are reminded of the familiar adage, you get what you pay for. We now face 6 more months of work, reducing our capacity for the coming year. We will have to cut spending on inpatient care and consultancy fees by 50%. Therefore, we ask doctors to refrain from committing patients and encourage homestays instead. Unless they're dying in your arms, don't book them in. Staff party. Worry not! The staff party is still on. Our recreation budget is locked away where no one can tamper. Everyone meet at Annie's Bar at 8 p.m. on Friday. Alcohol, medicinal, of course, and food will be free. Arrive early to grab a trainee nurse. They go quick. Oh, man! Ooh, that's bad. Hello, Lulu. Which monster is the best symbolism across the games? Ooh, that's a toughie. I mean, everybody loves Pyramid Head, and he's really great and simplistic. He's kind of a masterful example of character design in being such a simple design that very perfectly conveys what the artist wanted him to. Let me think of one I really like. I always really liked the mermaid. It doesn't have a lot of symbolism because Homecoming, a lot of the monsters are just there to look cool, but they do look really cool. The monster design is one of the stronger parts of that game. Probably, honestly, the bosses of Homecoming, now that I think of it. Probably the bosses, because they did have a lot of really heavy symbolism. And like I said, the monster design in that game was really strong. It's just only the monster bosses really had anything to do with the plot or anything. Aw, hi, kitty. I wish my kitties would come join me. Gandalf, where are you? Wish I would stop doing that. Anything? I got a toaster. Nice. Make toast. Now I've got that song stuck in my head. I don't remember what it was from. It was from some radio show where a guy... What's this? Joy... Lucy, 23. It's 23 and 31. The guy sang a song about toast. It was so dumb, and I love it. Alright, seems like we've gotten everything we can in here. Alright. How do I zoom out? There we go. Whoa. I guess... I don't know where else we should go. We did unlock a door so we can go back and forth between the mirror and the other world. See what's in my inventory. Where's my... That's a map. Where's my inventory? Got a quarter. Found a model liver. That's supplies and that's melee. Okay, so... I guess we used the one key we found. Asphyxia is very cool. It is a very, very cool monster and a very cool boss design. It was a little ruined for me growing up because my friends and I were really entertained while I always played the game and my friends watched. One of my friends played a song while that boss was happening. Booty Booty Rockin' Everywhere. Because she shook. So that's what I hear in my head every time I play that now. Booty Booty Rockin' Everywhere. Oh, we were dumb children. It's quite fun. Is that something? Is that an item? Nope, that's a potted plant. Don't think I can fix that up. Oh wow, Homecoming was your first game? Honestly, it had a decent amount going for it. I think the combat difficulty making it so hard to play is like the big takeaway. Well, the characters were also very flat, but it wasn't a bad game. If it hadn't been a Silent Hill title, I don't think people would have hated it anywhere near as much. I think it would have been seen as pretty great in its own right, but people always have higher expectations when the Silent Hill title is attached to it. Speaking of, y'all been watching those rumors? Those wild rumors flying around? I mean, there's always wild rumors flying around, but these new ones have reached a certain level of wow. To the point where I'm almost like, wait, is there really? Is this a conspiracy? It feels like a conspiracy. So, everybody knows that a while back, some pretty reputable sources talked about the possibility of two Silent Hill games. And I was like, okay, yeah, those folks generally tend to be right, but I'll believe it when I see it, you know, that's fine. And then another guy came out and said, yeah, Silent Hill, Konami's talking to Kojima again. I'm like, no, that I don't believe. That just seems they've cut ties. He wants to be free now. I don't see that happening. And then somebody at Kojima Productions left the company, and there were rumors that it was because he was going to work with Konami again, and the guy didn't like it. I was like, he probably just left. So then Kojima Productions posted a teaser on Twitter where a guy said, sorry for being so silent about our new game. We'll let you know more soon. And the internet freaked out. And I was like, okay, that is a pretty specific word choice, but still not buying it. People pointed out the pencil in the guy's hand says pyramid on it. I'm like, okay, that's gotta be a reach. That's ridiculous. Then the notepad on the guy's table says next week, I guess meaning next week is when they're gonna reveal the stuff. And guess what happens next week? Next week, March 6th, is the anniversary of Silent Hill first coming out in Japan. To add to all this, a while back, Masahiro Ito said he was in a project again, working on a major game, couldn't talk about it, he was excited, and hoped it didn't get canceled. Poor guy's had some bad luck lately and really been down. He's so great. He needs to be doing awesome things. So he said one time he'd only ever work on Silent Hill again if he was allowed to not create Pyramid Head in it or to kill him off. And this week he tweeted, Pyramid Head, rest in peace. So, lots of things coming together to create this kind of actually sort of understandable conspiracy theory. I still don't really buy it because we've all been burned before. But like for once it doesn't feel like they're connecting things that make no sense. Like it actually sounds like something plausible, but again, I will believe it when I see it. So you can bet I'm gonna be streaming some Silent Hill on the 6th, like watching my Twitter feed like... The rumors are that it's a reboot, which I would totally believe. They have burned too much goodwill. They want to start fresh and pretend that the old Silent Hill never happened. and that one of them is gonna be an Until Dawn style game, which I could also believe because they probably have been paying some attention to the successes of other horror titles in the genre and want to, like last time when they tried to copy Resident Evil, they want to ape that success. So I would not be surprised if that was true. I mean, I've always believed they would make Silent Hill games again one day just because they like making money, and video games make money. It would just have to be long enough that they felt like the controversy had passed, because the damage to their reputation was so big. Like, they weren't gonna risk reminding people that that happened, you know? So, I could see it being true. I don't know. The Kojima thing surprised me, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, I found 2 numbers. I don't think I found the third. I'm gonna Google it. Alright. Y'all watch my videos for me to talk about smart stuff. You don't watch me to be good at video games. I probably walked past the last number, knowing me. I probably totally missed it. It was, what, 31 and 23? Alright. I should just be going to the wiki, duh. The wiki always has the answer. Okay. Heart box puzzle. Yep. And this is definitely very, Silent Hill 2-y. Yeah, Sarah 19, first floor, written on the X-ray box. Must turn on the light to see it. I haven't even been in the examination room. How do I get in there? Well, let's see if this works. So, it should be 3-1. 2, 3, 1. Ha! It worked. Alright. Alright, we got the plastic cart. So, I guess the exam room must be where the item... I don't like this. Oh man, it's still beating in my pocket. I don't like it. John Romero is a movie director. Correct me if I'm wrong. That sounds like he made the zombie movie. He made the zombie movie. I literally had to watch his movies for a college class. Why can I not remember this shit? We're gonna go this way, because there's a room down here with a mirror. It's been a long time since I watched those. Hello, did my door just open?
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Mom. I'm streaming. Say hello.
I know. You told them to hang on.
What's
I
up?
need the name of your company.
Why? What's up?
Well, the lady I talked to yesterday by the table, emailed me back because we discussed it with me. And she said that she told her son and that she couldn't remember which one. And tells her, look at this to your job.
All right. 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go talk to Mom. Alright, we're back. So, my mom has been out all day and doing things, and I just updated her on the scenario that happened with me. For folks who weren't here earlier for that, my bank kind of fucked me over. There was a technical hiccup where my minimum payments weren't being made, so I was charged for all of them all at once. Even though the minimum payments had been set up to auto pay, and it was the bank paying itself. So it was not even going through a third party, but their auto pay malfunctioned, and so I got charged a huge amount this month. I luckily had the money, and it's all good, but I told my mom, and my mom was like, no, no, I will speak to Mike on Monday, and like, full white lady, I want to speak to the manager, and I'm like, do it, go for it, go to bat for me, Mom, fix this. She'll have more luck, honestly, than I will, because she has more money in those accounts with them than I do. They have an incentive to keep her happier than they do me. So hopefully that will work out, and I'll be able to recoup that money. Alright. Yes, she is not an apartment. She's a pretty cool lady. She actually came in here originally to ask me what my website was because she'd been talking to another old lady on Facebook. She does a lot of Facebook group selling stuff, and apparently that lady's son is a YouTube streamer or something, and was just like, oh yeah, mine does video games too. We should share children info. Like, oh, Mom. It's so cute. I was going down to go in the mirror room. That's what I was doing. I got distracted. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll survive. I'm in a very lucky position. I have a good support group, so it sucks, but it is not like I'm not going to be able to, you know, survive. But if she can fix it, that'd be fantastic. Is this the room? That's the room. Is it? Is this the room? Oh no. I went back in the stairs. It's just so hard to see in this game, and also I am apparently injured, so probably want to do something about that. Alright. Alright, out and to the right. Out and to the right. Oh, health item! Looked like one. Well, I'm not gonna be able to get back to it, so maybe later. Alright. Mirror! Yay! Let's go put our organs in our guy. And then I guess we'll figure out... I think there's definitely a few more organs we need to find. But, I want to go up to the exam room and figure out how many we need. Might jog my memory as to where they are. Alright. Exam room... No, it was... Yeah, it was the exam room it said it was in. So I guess we'll go see if we can open it. I don't think we found another key, but... Maybe there's an exam room on another floor. Yeah. Okay, it's gotta be on another floor then. Let's see. How do I... There we go. What I did... Wish it would just let me zoom in on... There we go. Exam room. Operating room. Operating room. There's really nothing else for me to do in the normal world, so I must have to go back to the other world. Because there's literally nowhere else. I must have missed something in the other world. Alright, where's... Well, I guess I should save. It's been a while. No, save. Is there a UFO ending that isn't a joke ending? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they're all jokes. They weren't able to include one in the fourth game for time, but they had been planning on one. I'd love to have seen how that went. Kitty! I see you, kitty. There you is. Say hi, Gandhi. Gandhi. Gandalf, come back here. Why are you being antisocial? Huh? There you are. Say hi. Hello, kitty. Hello. Oh, you're so cute. Say, Mom, I'm gonna turn off the I'm gonna turn off the computer by stepping on the button. Don't do that. That's the power button. You're a dumb kitty. All right. Back once more into hell. And for new folks, that is my kitty Gandalf. I have 3 kitties. Gandalf's a dummy, but I love him. I guess I'm just gonna hop back up to the 2nd floor. Hi, Pokey. I'm sure Gandalf would love Pokey if they could be friends. Gandalf loves most everyone and everything, even the baby. And most cats don't like babies. Alright, 2nd floor. I guess the other floors didn't work, right? I did check them. Nope. And the 3rd floor don't work either. I did check that. And some would love this silence. Yes, supreme darkness. Kingdom Hearts is darkness. Oh, I missed that game. We need to get back to streaming those games. For sure. So much to stream, so little time. Hey, lady! Leave me alone, lady. What did I ever do to you? Alright, I guess this is, Alright. Okay. Nothing else in here. Nothing I missed. Alright. Travis technically is the missionary since he doesn't see well. That's another pretty cool monster. The day that I realized he had a human face and it looked like he was being taken over by monster flesh, I was like, oh, holy shit. Alright. Aww. Yeah, the vet always called Gandalf a golden shepherd in a cat's body because of how friendly he is. Incredibly friendly for a cat. What was in 202? There wasn't anything in there, was there? It was just the number on the wall, I think. I am genuinely lost. This is what happens when I haven't played a Silent Hill game more than once. Quite literally. I guess it's worth checking. I am turned around again. Will I do a Travis Grady? Yes! Actually, one of the reasons we're streaming this is that someone commissioned a video on him. And to do that, I have to play the game. So, that's what we're gonna be working on. My goal this week will be finish Evil Within, finish Fatal Frame, get further in this game. Don't know how much that's gonna happen since I'm leaving town on Friday. My biannually required sojourn to Atlanta. Alas. At least that Atlanta has so many freaking used bookstores and used game stores. I can actually afford to buy shit. It's fantastic. Every time I go there, I end up finding the coolest shit. Last time I got the limited edition Kingdom Hearts for PS3 that had the art book, and I got a bunch of video game magazines for like 99 cents each. It's fantastic. My town, even the next 2 towns over, don't have any used game stores, and we have one used bookstore, and it's run by an old man, and all he buys are Bibles. So at least there's that. 8-hour drive. At least I get to go to used stores. Hey, Lee! Welcome! Yeah, all of my mom's family are in Atlanta, so at least once or twice a year we go to see them, and she obviously can't make that trip. She's like 70. She's not gonna drive that whole trip by herself, so I drive her. Hey, Jane! Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, I'm so sorry, Jeff. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's always hard to hear. I'm in a similar situation with a great aunt that lives in Colorado. And unfortunately, my mom really cannot fly, and that's really the only way to get out there to see her. So, unfortunately, she had a stroke last year. I've been trying to organize it and get Mom over there, but I don't know that it's going to happen. It is always tough to hear. In better news, we have a Gandalf. Hi, baby. You say, hi, everybody. I love you, and it's going to be okay. We'll get through the tough times with a Gandalf. Gandalf love gets us through. Yes. Say, I hug all the people. If you were here, I would headbutt you and give you my love. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. All right. I put this right there. I don't know that you're going to stay where you are. And it also won't show his face. What if I angle? Oh, boy. There we go. Now we can kind of see ya. Alright. I may need to look up what I'm about to do. What I need to do, because I am lost. I am not finding this exam room it told me I need to be in. Because there wasn't anything else in 205. There wasn't anything else in these rooms. Is there anywhere I can find descriptions of your books? Yes. Let me click there. See if I can. TheGamingMuse.net has excerpts of the first chapters of both of the books I wrote previously. I don't think the script book's up there yet, but the script book is just the scripts of the Silent Hill symbolism videos with a little behind-the-scenes stuff added on, so it's not very different. But yeah, it should have the first chapter of each book and the first chapter of each audiobook as well as little descriptions about them, so. Oh, no. Oh, don't worry, Diana. I will keep Pathologic in mind. The next time there's a big sale and I find that game on sale, I will buy it for you. I've been meaning to play it because a lot of people I really like in the horror game YouTubers circles really like that game, so it's on my list. And I have the first one. I've been meaning to try it. That's just, there's so many games. I've told myself I have to stop buying games until I catch up with the ones I have. I freaking have Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, Shin Megami Tensei 4, and Nocturne. I have half finished 4, and I've played 5. That's it. What was the... Okay. Back off, lady. There was something about a mask, right? No. Even the blind have need of eyes. Okay, I have to find somebody's eyes. There's nothing else down here. Except for a room that had a mirror in it. Alright. No, you know what? I'm gonna go back to... Because we found that mirror and unlocked that. Possibly, maybe it let us get somewhere on the other side that would let us do something. The fact that we found a mirror, it seems like that would mean that it would let us navigate a new area, but I don't think I've found anything. I think I've heard of White Day, Billy. It sounds familiar. I will have to put it on my list of things to check out. I do have a list of games that people recommend me that I try and keep on top of. Oh, you've been playing Persona 3 while watching? That's awesome. I've really been getting into the SMT series. I mean, it was inevitable with the kinds of themes and things that series deals with that it would definitely appeal to me. So I've been trying to track them down. I actually got the Persona games the last time I was in Atlanta. I just need to get back to playing them. Just everything takes time, and I'm always out of time. Always. I spent literally all day today recording video for a video, and yesterday I was out all day running errands, and then I came home and worked on a video. It's like I'm not wasting my time. There's just not enough time in the day. Hey, Patrick. It seems my health is bad. How old is Gandalf? Funny story. We're not sure. I got Pippin my first year of college, which was 2011. So she is 9. We got Bob the month, almost a week before my dad passed. And so that was 2014. So he is 6. Bob is 6. Pippin is 9. Gandalf was between them. So he is 7 or 8, we think. Let's see. Did I try these doors after? Okay. So that literally is just a room that was, I guess, locked until I unlocked it in the other room, other world. Alright, time to look up a guide, because I'm lost as hell. Alrighty. Silent Hill Origins walkthrough. Okay. Alchemilla Hospital. The staff lounge key we got. Exam room key from the staff room. Exam room key? But I tried to open the exam room and it wouldn't open. It was locked. We missed a key. Okay. Now I know what to do. I wondered. I was like, it felt like we were at a dead end when we shouldn't have been. Hey. Be nice to me, Diana. Alright. Is this where I need to be? So mean to me. Okay. So, in here somewhere is a key we need. Well, thanks for joining us, Dot. Oh my goodness. Is it on this table that it was, like, perfectly angled at? No. Okay, now I don't feel so bad about missing it. I was like, if it was on that table, I'm a dummy. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. I'm in the right room. Let's check items. Yeah, I don't have a key. I must... Oh, wait a minute! Got it. Alright, we got it. What's the stuff written on the wall by the counter? That was one of the girls' ages for that one puzzle that we finished. That I cheated at. Yeah, I've not finished. I've never played this game all the way through. I've only played it once in high school, which was a decade ago. So I'm, unlike the other games, I cannot navigate this game. I know nothing. A lot of people ask me, like, why haven't you made videos on this? Why haven't you made videos on Origins? Because I haven't played it. I sold my PSP in college because I was broke as hell. And the PS2 version of this game is actually pretty expensive. So for a while, I really couldn't afford it. Alright. Time to give you a liver. And whatever. Oh, can I only put it in a certain order, I guess? Alright. What else do we... Oh, I got an alcohol bottle. I guess that's a weapon? Have I played Downpour? Yes. I've played Downpour quite a bit. Origins is the only one that I've never finished. Other than, like, not talking about Book of Memories, because nobody asked me for Book of Memories content. It's the only one I've not finished. I've played Shattered Memories all the way through once, but it's been literally years, so my memory of it is very thin. All the other ones, Homecoming, Downpour, the first 4, I've played to the point that they're almost, like, memorized, which is why it's really easier for me to make videos about them. To all staff, it is forbidden to enter my office unaccompanied until further notice. You hiding that red sauce? You demand Book of Memories content. Do you like Homecoming? Yes, I do. And Book of Memories, I'm holding off judgment because, listen, Tom Hewlett was kind enough to actually reach out to me. He likes my videos. He shared them on his Twitter. He sent me a present and wrote me a letter. Like, oh my god, amazing. And he was the writer behind the game and has kind of asked me before, like, what my opinion was on research. And I told him I was going to try and get into it and research it and make videos on it. So I want to be fair and hold off judgment. I think the gameplay was definitely a mistake. I know why they were doing that. You know, a lot of, like, Final Fantasy has experimented with changing gameplay and has succeeded. I mean, they went from being a turn-based RPG to the Dissidia games, which are freaking fighting games, and it worked. But I do not think this particular choice worked for Silent Hill. I'm still just going to play the game and try and examine at least the other parts of it and see how it is. But, I mean, you're allowed to hate a game if you didn't enjoy it. That's fine. I just personally want to try and give it a fair turn. Because Tom Hewlett was a good dude to me. And people in this fandom are horrible to him. To this day. They just had this YouTuber called Avalanche somebody or other, nobody gives a shit. He just posted a video about how, like, Downpour, all the shit with the Western games was Tom Hewlett's fault. In the year of our Lord 2020, we're still hearing these stories. Come on, guys. Get a new story. Why can't we all just agree it's Konami's fault? Because it is. We know it is. Oh, man. Thank you, Smoking Conduit. I'm glad that others appreciate my views. Imperfect as they are, the imperfections are not always the fault of the people making the game, because gaming, very different than, like, a book. You know, it's in the hands of a lot of people and a lot of companies who are not always working in the best interests of the story or the game. And, yeah, Tom Hewlett was just the face of it, doing the best he could in a really horrible situation. Which Avalanche video was that? I'm not sure. Tom Hewlett just actually posted about it on his Twitter, and I was following it through that. But apparently he spoke to the guy, and they kind of, I don't know, they kind of worked it out themselves. I don't know. I don't know the dude. I don't follow him. I just felt bad for Tom still having to deal with this. Yeah, I feel like the Western, like I said about Homecoming, I think a lot of the Western games would have been way more beloved if they didn't have Silent Hill in the title. It's just when you're given the name of such a behemoth, people are always going to have really high expectations, which is really a shame. But I mean, even from Silent Hill 3, we were like, Konami was doing a horrible job. And you look back, frickin' people still give shit about all those games. I literally saw a guy complaining the other day that Silent Hill 2 was not Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 3 was Silent Hill 2. And, like, really? Guys? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, Konami will Konami. But yeah, on the whole, I like all the games. They have their problems, they have their issues, but, you know, few things in this world are perfect. A lot of my favorite things in this world are very, very not perfect. Cough, cough, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Cough, cough. I got something in my throat. Alright, we're missing lungs. Gotta find lungs. And hello to all the new folks who've been hopping in today. We have 66 people watching, so praise Satan. Thank you all. Been lots of new folks today. And we need to find some lungs. Gotta remember where the lungs were. Final Fantasy 13 could have been a fine game if it hadn't. Yeah, well, you're right and you're wrong, Alvaro. I think you're right. There were definitely a lot more, definitely higher standards put to it because it had Final Fantasy in the title, but they had to redo a lot of Final Fantasy 13 because it was originally made for PS2, and then Final Fantasy 12 took so long to come out that they had to bump it to the PS3, and they had to do things really fast, and it was rushed. It needed more polish. Again, that's an issue that's almost entirely out of the devs' hands, but, you know, yeah, that happens. Oh, I should try and see if I can go in the... Oh, no, it was boarded up, so I can't go in there. Okay. Oh, I'm glad to hear that it helps, Silent Konami. Thank you. Oh, Renato, I understand that, definitely. I've talked in the past how I feel like Silent Hill really appeals to people who are suffering from things like depression and stuff, because when you feel that kind of way, as I have in my past, it can feel very exhausting trying to pretend to feel okay or trying to engage with something that's far more lighthearted, whereas Silent Hill lets you feel how bad you feel and embrace it and not pretend it's not real. It really lets you embrace how the reality of what you're feeling and deal with it in a much healthier way. It definitely helped me get through high school sane. I think that's true for a lot of folks. Where are the lungs? I'm gonna look up where the lungs are, because we found everything else. Where did I miss the lungs? Plastic lungs from room 205? So I missed it. How come high school was tough for you? I was a young gay kid growing up in the South in a huge college or high school with a ROTC program that my siblings had been in and I had kind of been grandfathered into, kind of expected to be part of. And I lost my grandmother around that time, who had for many years lived with us for 5 or 6 years. She had a stroke and we took care of her, which was tough on its own. So a lot of just very, a lot of things coming together at the time of high school, just already being a pretty tough time for most people trying to grow up and figure things out. A lot of things just came together to make it more difficult for me. Definitely harder than anything else I've ever been through. I would go back to college in a heartbeat. I'd even go back to working at Target before I'd go back to high school. High school was rough. Especially because I had undiagnosed mental, like, the easy word is neuroatypical, meaning that your brain is a little different from everybody else's. I have ADD and processing disorders, and those kind of things are really hard to deal with when you're in a school of 2,000 children that are very, 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 very loud. I had daily panic attacks. I missed 100 days of school a year. They almost held me back, but they couldn't because my grades were too good. So, yeah, rough time. And my poor mother had no idea what was wrong. She was trying her best and just didn't understand because, I mean, she didn't know it. On all accounts, I seemed fine. My grades were good. I wasn't a troubled kid. I was just not handling school well. Where is stairs? Bye-bye. Yeah, I think high school is very tough for a lot of folks, especially in the south of the United States. A lot of people are far more judgmental, unfortunately. The South is a really great place, and there's good people here. And I do, when people shit talk it, I do defend it. But to some extent, there is more, not more bigotry, more open bigotry. People feel more comfortable saying the shitty things they think. I agree, smoking condo. I kind of imagine Henry as having some of my own issues personally, because I feel like, I don't know, it makes sense, and it did help me when I was playing the game in high school to really come to terms with a lot of stuff. All right. Hey, lady, I think you need your medical license revoked. Is that the room? Yes. All right. Okay. Otherworld room. There are lungs in here. Somewhere I missed the lungs. Where are the lungs? Ah, there are the lungs. I found them. Whew. I also had a lot of trouble in school more generally because of PE. We didn't know this at the time, but I had some physical disabilities that weren't diagnosed until college. So PE was really hard for me. I fainted in the mile twice. They had to carry me back into the school and call my mom because I passed out. That was no fun. Honestly, why do the nurses look the way they do in this game? Because this game came a year after the movie. And obviously they were trying to tie into the movie. The real question is, why do they look that way in the movie? It's the same reason why Homecomings look that way, because Homecoming came out 3 years after the movie, and they were trying to tie in visually to the film. But yeah, it's not great. It's not great at all. They should have looked like they did in the first game. If this game had pursued more of a look of the first game, rather than trying to copy but which, again, that's probably not in their hands. There's a lot of decisions that are in the hands of corporate figures who are like, oh, well, the movie just came out, so obviously we have to do it after the movie, you know? I really like the original Silent Hill nurses. They look more like puppets, the way that they're so limp and they're leaned forward. It's very cool. And it's telling. The first Silent Hill nurse character, the character design of that character was done by a woman who I believe left to join the team that did Gravity Rush, I think was one of those women. Naoto Sato? Maybe Naoko Sato? I will have to double check my notes. Someone watch my documentary. It's in there. But I always thought it was interesting that the only time a nurse monster was created by a woman, she looked really interesting and unique. And then all the other... Like, no offense, Masahiro Ito. But the later issue, they definitely are more sexual. Not the fourth one. The ones in the fourth one are just weird behemoths. Alright. We need to go to the exam room. Through there. Go in the door. There we go. Hello, Gabberman. What's my favorite Silent Hill game? I have answered two different things depending on when people asked. I usually either say Silent Hill 4 or Downpour. I really love both, and I feel like they both have different strengths that appeal to me greatly. Oh, good. Eyeballs. The doll's eyes have opened. I like how Travis has made, like, no comment on any of this shit. Like, in Silent Hill 2 and 3, we had multiple cutscenes where characters were like, what's going on? Oh, shit! And Travis is just like, hey, monsters, cool. Hey, Joe. Oh, don't worry, Joe. It's working out. We're gonna figure things out. Huh. I have to try that at some point. Yes, I've heard that theory, Alvaro. I don't know. I think it's a fun theory. I'm a big fan for having theories. I don't think personally that there's a lot of evidence for it, but, you know, to each their own. That may just be because I find the characters in Homecoming to be so paper thin. Like, they very clearly are just kind of tropes. They're not very, like, you think about the detail that is in just the, like, the body, the posture, and the positioning of these characters, their color schemes, their behavior in cutscenes. Like, the characters from 1, 2, 3, 4 are really fantastic. And then Downpour, I think, does have some pretty good characters and is a lot stronger. Homecoming, they're really thin. Would I consider Silent Hill as a ghost story? If you'd asked me this 3 weeks ago, I probably wouldn't have said so, but I think now, yes. And my reason for changing it is the last video I did, because I did some research into Japanese ghost stories, and there are just so many parallels to the way that this story is told. From a general audience's standpoint, I don't think it comes across as a ghost story, But when you know more about Japanese folklore and the way that they tell ghost stories, it is basically a ghost story. And a lot of the characters are written in a very similar style to the folklore of ghost stories in Japan. Lisa, Alessa, the ghosts in 4. It's very, very interesting to me. I really like how they're very connected. Alright, you need to turn around. Excuse me, lady. Okay, where am I now? Probably need to try and open the exam room. Bye-bye. Calling Shepherd's Glen, that certainly suggests what? I missed something. Anyway. Yes, the Onryo, which is a subversion of the Yurei. There's a lot of different versions of the Yurei, and the Onryo is the most famous one. But they all do, like, Lisa and Alessa both have a lot in common with those kind of characters. The way the ghosts are written in 4 is very much reminiscent of it. It's really interesting. Yeah, I think that the connections between Silent Hill 2 and Homecoming, which I've talked about a little in my videos, I think it was planned at one point and then just wasn't followed up on, because Tom Hewlett says that the character was already named when the project was handed over to him from whoever. I think somebody else had been working on it, and then they were taken off of it. So he had no idea, like, what was originally planned there, and it just didn't end up happening. I think there was gonna be something, and they just, you know, the nature of game design. Oh. Hi, lying figure. Are you a boss? Do I need to punch you? Oh. Interesting. This is a suggestive pose. It's a living fleshlight! Ah! Oh, God! Oh, man. Can I not... I guess I can't stomp them when they're on the ground? I was trying and it wasn't letting me do anything. Oh my God, it has a butt crack! Y'all, it has a butt crack! Look at that shiny, tiny ass! It has no ass. It's so flat. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is hilarious. I'm just beating it to death with my fists. I'm in love with this game now. I can just beat Pyramid Head to death with my bare hands. And that's a function of the game. I love it. I did it! Gandalf, I did it. And now I get the Flauros. I do like how, or I got part of the Flauros. One thing I remember definitely liking is the kind of extra lore that this game adds to the Flauros device. And it ties really well in with demonology and, the word escapes me. The book that has all the demons in it. It's very interesting. Hey, someone cool. Thanks for joining us. For those, I haven't mentioned it in a while, so I should. Books are on sale today. Buy one, get one half off. Links below. Please do donate to help the channel. We're doing kind of a fundraising drive. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can always join as a member. Doing lots of extra bonus stuff for members. You get free copies of books, extra videos. I was working on one of those today, a behind-the-scenes thing. We watch movies together. Last time we watched The Evil Dead, which was super fun. So, yeah. And if you do join and become a member, be sure to join the Discord so you can get all your bonuses. Alright.
What is this? You. What was that thing? This isn't happening.
This isn't happening. This isn't happening! Have I ever read the Silent Hill comics? I have. I own all of them. They are hit and miss. There are some ideas in them I like, but they weren't explored well.
Sorry,
She does not look like
sorry.
she's 16.
My name is Lisa. I'm a trainee here.
You should be
Are
like
you waiting for
23.
No. No, I'm just... Well, I'm done here. Name's Travis. Nice to meet you, Lisa.
I'm done here.
sure you're
I just
okay?
had a horrible nightmare
You look a
fever
little
dream,
shaken
and
up.
I'm not going to mention it.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. To be honest, I've been a little off all day. I was in a fire last night. I think it boiled my brain a little.
The fire in the business district? How awful. I heard about that. No one knows how it got started. And that poor girl, Alessa Gillespie, to die like that.
Alessa? She died?
Yes. Sorry. Did you know her?
No. But... never mind.
Well, I have to run. Dr. Kaufman wants to meet me over at Cedar Grove Sanitarium, and he'll be mad if I'm late. Maybe see you around?
I like her voice.
Take it easy, Travis.
I don't like her look because it doesn't look like, given the timeline, she shouldn't look that old. She would need to be older for sure. But the voice is kind of nice. It kind of has a little twang to it. Yeah. This game is okay. So far, I'm not super upset by it. I'm not majorly impressed. It's decent. I'm enjoying myself. I'm not having a bad time. She does kind of look like Laura Dern. I'm about to be eaten by a Triceratops. It's Laura Dern. Oh, God. Triceratops. That's the dinosaur I remember. Alright, apparently I can't leave the way I came. PS5 or Xbox? Given the rumors we've heard about PS5 lately, I would so dig it if they were true. The rumors being backwards compatible with everything, stuff like that. I would love it. But I guess we'll see. I'm not really like a hardcore like supporter of any console. Growing up, I played PlayStation, and then I had a GameCube, or not GameCube, Game Boy. So those were really important to me. But, mostly it depends on, like, each generation. I feel like one or the other is better. You know? I think the Xbox 360 was definitely better than PS3, but then it switched around, and the PS4 was better than the, Xbox One, when they tried all that surveillance bullshit, and the you can't share, like, all that bullshit they tried to pull. And then the Switch came and knocked them all out of the frickin' game. I love the Switch. What does the hardback of the Symbolism video look like? What does the hardback of the Symbolism... The book. I haven't posted it on the website yet. I took some pictures on my Twitter, but, I actually have one right here. Duh. My last one. I need to order more. That's the Silent Hill Symbolism, the script book. And that's the back cover. It's the thickest of any book I've written so far. For comparison, here's the Silent Hill 2 book. It's way bigger. It turned out really lovely. I really like this one. Good night, Handsome Ratch. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night. And maybe we'll see you tomorrow. I know it's hard for you to do streams from across the ocean, but, yeah. Oh, I want one but I have no money. Well, I do have, PDFs. If you want to do, digital, they're way more affordable. I think it's $6 per PDF and 2 for $10. But yeah, you can click the link in the description, and if you go to my website, there's a bunch of, descriptions of them and price listing and excerpts you can look at, and you can fill out the form below if you want to get one. Alright, so next is the Sanitarium? Oh, hi! What are you? Oh, boy. Okay. You know, speaking of books, I have been having some good luck like with the last couple books. Waiting for You, perfect title for the Silent Hill 2 book. Turned out great. A little bit of thinking, and Fear for the Flesh really stood out for the first one. Pretty great. I have no idea what I'm going to call the third book. I've been thinking about it for weeks, and I just can't figure it out. I don't know. Like, Silent Hill 3 definitely has some famous quotes, but none of them are quite as pithy. Hi, T. Hudson. How would I rate Origins in relation to the other games? I have never finished it, and I haven't played much of it. Oh, God. So far, it's average. Definitely not my favorite, but I'm gonna reserve judgment until I'm fully finished with the game. So long story short, I don't know yet. I can see some definite rough edges for sure, but it still feels like it it appreciates the source material. It definitely looks like a Silent Hill game, and it feels like one. It plays a little differently, and I think some of those gameplay choices were probably, I don't know, maybe not a mistake, but unnecessary. The combat doesn't really bother me in this one. Not like in Homecoming. Homecoming's combat bothers the crap out of me, and I hate it. But, I don't know. It's definitely, I think, weakened by the attempt to be a prequel. Because you always are going to have trouble with that kind of thing, especially when you're not working with the same original team. It's always going to be tough. Nope. Interesting. The noises in this are pretty great. Monsters to you? Maybe. I've kind of thought about that quote and trying to figure out how to make that quote into a nice title. Yes, the next book will be a book on Silent Hill 3. Hopefully coming this summer. Local bookstore. Blah, blah, blah. I guess I'm gonna go to the right? Was the right cut off? Yeah, the next one will be Silent Hill 3. I've kind of put some stuff together for Silent Hill 4 as well. Funny enough, I have the cover for Silent Hill 4 is already done. The one for 3 hasn't been started yet. But I'll get to working on that eventually. Alright. Is that something? No. I don't like how fast they move now. It's bread! That's fantastic. How do you write and publish your books? I'm trying to do one. So, what I do is a little less, official, so to speak. Oh man, that really looked like I could cross. Like, I'm not getting published by a publishing company because that would require a lot of legal, it just seems like a lot. And also I'd have to get, actually approved and, that would take forever. I self-publish. And the way I do that is I work with Barnes & Noble Press. Barnes & Noble Press is a thing where you send them in your manuscript and stuff, and they look at it and make sure it works out on their setup. And they really they hold your hand and walk you through the whole thing. And then they will mail you your books. They'll also sell them on their website, but then they have to actually, you have to have a business license and all this shit. And I'm just going to sell them myself. So I write the book, I format it to fit their system, I send it to Barnes & Noble Press, and then they send me the books. It works out pretty well. I've really enjoyed it. Definitely easier than anything else. So now I'm picturing the cover showing Heather struggling to survive, covered in blood with giant text above her, "It's bread." That's definitely gonna have to be, a goof cover. Not the real cover of the book, but, a poster or something. That's great. I need to get that set up. My good friend Mars does all the covers, because Mars is lovely and a great artist, and I like that they all kind of have a unique, like, they all look similar because the same artist does them. You can find Mars on Twitter, Zombie Scratch. Will I do circumcision video for April Fools? I've considered various videos about April Fools. Or not about, you know what I mean, for April Fools, and I haven't come up with what I'm what I'm definitely gonna do yet. Can I cut through the lumberyard, I wonder? Let's try it. Dang it. The Silent Hill 4 book should be called Don't Go Out, Walter. Huh! Interesting. I almost feel like that one's gonna be easier to name. I don't know why. I just feel like Silent Hill 3 has been giving me such trouble. Is this just a dead end? Oh, well, I got a health item. I don't like that he slows down when he's running. Did they do that in the other games? I know they would eventually, like, when you stop, they'd start breathing hard, but I don't remember if they slowed down. Why is the straitjacket in Origins despite... Well, it's not exactly the straitjacket, but it definitely kind of looks like it, doesn't it? It's a little different. The straitjacket doesn't have such a flat ass, for one. I'm sure part of it is, you know, referencing the series is definitely a way to be like, hey, look, we're doing the thing and we're referencing the series. We know what we're doing. It's an easy way to try and appeal to fans, to have monsters that look similar. Not saying it was the right decision, but I'm sure that's what influenced the decision. Well. Fucking... Where do I go, then? Everything is cut off! Those are some interesting ideas, Alvaro. Ooh, item. Man, it just occurred to me I'm gonna have to write a book on this game, aren't I? It's just a cross I'm gonna have to bear. You're not here is a... That's a thought. That is a thought. That's a thought. You're not here. That is the most viable candidate so far. Because it's definitely very pithy and it goes right to the heart of what that game is about. I guess I'm gonna have to go all the way back around? That sucks. Which way do I need to go? I still prefer It's Bread. Subtitled It's Bread. Oh, man. Alright, do I need to go this way? I think 16 and pregnant is the truest Silent Hill title. Well, you're not wrong. Though, I don't know. She was probably about 16. Somewhere in there. Oh my god. Where am I supposed to go? All the roads are blocked. That's blocked, that's blocked, that's blocked. That's blocked, that's blocked, that's blocked. That's blocked and that's blocked. Okay, so clearly I have to go in the lumberyard. Probably. Or the butcher is the butcher is important in this, right? Because that's the monster. Let's go see if the butcher's opens. Is it over here? Yes. Teen mom, Heather Mason. Oh boy. Here we go. I found it eventually. Shut up, Diana. Alright. This looks lovely. Anybody hungry for some pork? Does that mean Claudia's the father? Oh god. I have thoughts. Okay. The nurse was just sitting there. Just waiting for my meat. Just waiting at the butcher's for my meat. Just sitting. Like all the other scenes were already happening when you walked in on them, so there wasn't this awkward, like, the two monsters just meeting each other suddenly. But the nurse was literally just sitting on the bench, waiting to be murdered. And it was the nurse, which is such like a humanoid female monster, as opposed to Pyramid Head was only ever seen destroying the lying figure and the lying figure, right? I think he was only ever seen attacking the lying figures, which are kind of ambiguously human-ish, which I always thought was more interesting than being very obviously female, because even though the issues at that game are a lot of gendered violence and dealing with wife and husband violence against each other, like, they weren't being visually abusive to a lot of female monsters. But this game's just like, here, have a lady with big boobs being torn in half by a big old guy in a mask. And it was also just so obviously a copy of the scenes with Pyramid Head, and he is so obviously a copy of Pyramid Head. Like, I'm gonna reserve judgment on the Butcher in general, because I think it's kind of fun to have a big bad monster in the games. Everybody loves a big bad monster. Your Nemesis, your Mr. X, your Pyramid Heads, you know. But this particular scene was just kind of just not good. Not a good scene. Mannequins, that's what they were. They're kind of human-ish. They're definitely more feminine in shape, I think. But they're kind of still more ambiguous. Like, the nurse is just a human woman with a mask, kind of. It's way more human than the mannequins and the lion figures, in my opinion. Yeah, it's definitely not the greatest first look. That was just kind of silly. So far, I am definitely getting the vibe that this game needed more time and attention, which, if I remember right, they went through a couple versions. There were a couple of different groups that tried to make this game, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was kind of half-assed. Not from any fault of the developers, but just the issue of, you know, Konami being like, make this and do it fast. And there was an uncertain, a half-confirmed rumor that originally Konami wanted to insist that Pyramid Head actually be in this game, and the dev team talked them down, and by that time they'd already created so many assets for the for the Pyramid Head, they had to have something, and so they made the Butcher. There's nothing confirmed. It was an anonymous source. We can't be sure who it was, but it sounds reasonable to me. It sounds like something that Konami would do. So, take that as you will. Okay. The music's really gorgeous. Hurry up, old man. What's wrong with you? Yes, we were talking about the Silent Hill rumors earlier today. I am, my curiosity is piqued. I'm not convinced anything's actually happening, but I will at least admit that the controversy looks plausible. It looks like an actual plausible series of events, as opposed to like all the other times that people have been like, it's definitely happening this time. Yes, I have. Doesn't he has costumes in this game, doesn't he? I think I've seen that. Hi, Helena. Thanks for joining us. I accidentally just ran him in a circle. It is definitely a good night for Silent Hill. Is that an item? Yes, give me that. If it is Silent Hill, I hope Kojima's not writing it. We've had talks before about how I feel about Kojima. I feel like he's good with a guiding hand. And now he's so famous, I feel like, and he's in control of his own group, I feel like the amount of guidance and people above him saying no is probably nip. Hi, Starman. This is the PS2 version. Thank you for joining us. I walked Travis into a tree on my first playthrough. Yeah, we've been kind of playing by feel, because the game is definitely very dark, and been having to run around a little bit, like, in the dark, just touching walls, like, am I there now? Right now, I'm trying to see if I can get to that book. Can I not read the book on that? I guess I can't read the book. Alright, there's gotta be a map or something around here. Okay. Silent Hill 4's book title will be Clean Your Room. That makes sense. Let's see, is that a map? Nope, that's a sign. Alright, I guess we're gonna start trying some doors. Silent Hill 4, what the hell? Oh man, that's pretty great. Oh god. That's not good. Why is there a creepy doll in the wheelchair? Actually, it's not even really a wheelchair, it's a wooden chair. It's a little weird. What'd I pick up? I wasn't paying attention, I was distracted by the creepy doll. Alright. Okay. Is that what I picked up? Okay. Alrighty. So far, no map. Boy, oh boy. Gonna suck to navigate without one. Will I beat the game today? Probably not. Because I am playing it basically blind. It's gonna take me forever to figure out everything. But, I'm probably gonna at least go for another couple hours, for sure. I will have to take a break in a minute and go grab something to eat, because I am hungry. Oh, this must be the door we need. Dr. Harris, our magpies have been at it again. This time they swallowed the damn keys for archives and the basement. Don't worry, Gary has taken Mr. Magpie to the TB ward, and I'm taking Mrs. Magpie to hydrotherapy. We'll make them spit the keys out. This job would be great if it weren't for the patients. Whew! Good night, Silent Konami. Thanks for joining us. Find a map at the entrance? Alright, I will go back and check. I thought I had looked everywhere, but I wasn't seeing nothing. But it is incredibly dark. So, I wouldn't be surprised if I missed it. Is that? No. So the map at the hospital was really obvious. See one. I'm gonna check it. Okay, the Sanitarium map is in the East Solarium. So we have to explore a little bit before we find it. Okay. Diana, you're so mean to me. Somebody ban Diana. Send Diana to the Shadow Realm. Send Akatsuki too while you're at it. Why not? Send all my haters. Alright. Okay. Oh, good night, Surfin. Thanks for joining us. Let's see, where am I now? Okay, this is that room with the bear that I was in earlier. Or doll, whatever. Okay, I think I checked that door. Okay, is this back? This is the beginning. Okay. Hey, Zool, welcome. Okay. Status report. Patient Mrs. Blank. Age 34, examining Dr. Harris. Patient continues to harbor strong fantasies and a violent persecution complex. Her moods can swing from calm to violent aggression in a short time, which has led to her being moved to the seclusion wing. She becomes particularly violent during the occasional visits from her husband, demanding that she be allowed to see their child. We've taken the precautionary step of adding epilenium to Mrs. Blank medication to prevent her violent outbursts. I don't like having to sedate patients, but when she is aggressive, Blank is as much of a danger to herself as she is to her visiting husband and the staff. Well. Boy, oh boy. This seems like a fun place to be in. Ooh, is that a map? Looks like a map. Yay! We got a map. Alright. Okay. We will take a, like, 5-ish minute break. I am gonna go grab something to eat, and we will keep going. Bye. got some coffee and some food. Alright. Hey, just another pest. Welcome, welcome. Alright, that is hot, so we're gonna let that cool. I actually vaguely remember this part. I remember liking the sanitarium better than the hospital. So maybe we'll see some cool stuff here. Time to jump back into it. Alright, and now I got a map. I was confused for a sec. I was like, why is he moving when I'm not moving him? Oh, it's you.
You were at the fire. I saw you there.
Of course you did. That was my house, burning. My daughter, Alessa. You were the one who saved her.
Yeah. She was your daughter? Why did you leave her? Why did no one help? You all left that girl to burn.
So we did. The world is stranger than you think.
You're crazy. What happened to her? Lisa said she was dead.
Alessa is with those who care for her. Do not trust her, Travis. She does not know what she is doing.
How do you know my name? Hey, answer me. They're all crazy.
The dialogue in this is a little stilted, but it kind of works because the original game's dialogue was incredibly stilted. How did Dahlia go from a woman in her 30s, 40s to an old bag in 7 years? Listen, the stress really got to her. I actually kind of like her look in this one. I think there's like a handful of things I'd change, but I do like that she looks like she gives no shits at all. I think I'd make her a few years older, or at least more, like, look more her age. But of the redesigns, hers probably annoys me the least, because at least it looks like something that weirdo would throw on her body, just giving no fucks. The long-term white Claudia use. That could do it. Alright, I guess there's nothing to do down here right now. I do kind of like, it just occurred to me, in this game, well, I'll save on a different one, actually, now that we're... In this game, mirrors are the trigger that turn the world into the other world. And in Silent Hill 3, Heather is afraid of mirrors. You can almost interpret that as being afraid of the other world subconsciously. It's kind of a neat thing to connect the two. Talia Gillespie is 6 cans short of a 6-pack. Hey, Marlon. Welcome. Alright, is this the second floor? Alright, let's go. I would still pay to see Dahlia doing gyromancy. Yeah, that was fun. Discovering what gyromancy was. Not what I was expecting. And that's apparently a thing real people did. Man, somebody needs to clean up their paper. I'm honestly really liking the music in this one. It's more experimental. You can tell kind of like Akira had been doing this for so long. I think you can kind of feel in this soundtrack that he was trying new things to see what worked. And it's a little weird, a little off, and I like it. It's a little different. I mean, you consider at this point he'd probably been doing these games for almost 10 years. Alright. Excuse me, coming through. Just want to make sure there's nothing important in this room. Bye-bye. If Travis looks at a door, then it means it's unlocked. Ooh. Not to pay attention to his head. I know they do that. Like, James will look at items if they're nearby. I just never notice. Alright, where are we at? I'm also liking the kind of film effect on it. I don't know if that's just more pronounced in this one. It definitely feels more pronounced. I like it. It's interesting. Kind of reminds me of Fatal Frame a little bit. Okay, this is where we were. Sir, is this your pen? Let me give it back. Oh, do other people not like the grain effect? I think it's neat. Hello? What are you? That actually kind of took me by surprise a little bit. It's almost like watching a memory. Yeah. It's neat. I like it. The static effect was for the PS version, intended for a smaller screen. Yeah, I could see that this probably wasn't perfectly upgraded for the PS2, but I'm still kind of digging it. Yeah, the imperfections almost kind of fit because it is a horror game, you know. I am kind of liking these new monsters with the cages, the shadowy looking things. Are you just a nurse? You're just a nurse. Excuse me. This is why I only watch scary games. Oh, that's a little off. Yeah, I have a lot of people tell me that. Even my friends growing up, I was the friend that played the horror games and they refused to play them. Hi, Stigosi. I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, I definitely feel like the sound is very... The aesthetics and the sound are both very good, especially considering the time period this was and the console it was made for. I'm not entirely sold on some of the story stuff and the way it's going to fit into the mythos, but again, some of that stuff's not in the hands of the team. The stuff that was in the hands of the team, like you can see there's some real passion here, some real creativity. In light of the recent accident, I am barring the use of the iron lung equipment. This applies to all staff, including senior nurses. Patient deaths during therapy are not to be treated lightly. Yeah! I find it hard to believe someone could accidentally overload every valve on the equipment, and so until the inquiry has concluded, I must assume the equipment itself is at fault. These precautions are essential. We owe a duty of care to all our patients, even the difficult ones. They killed a good... What? Oh my god. Horrible people. Ugh. These places are god-awful. I do not like or trust any, especially in the United States. Our healthcare system is so broken and we're so horrible to the mentally ill and infirm. I had a friend that had to have a stay in one of these. Confirmed my worst fears. They're horrible. They're bad. How could Heather use a shotgun, pistol, and flamethrower at 16? Is it because she's American? That sounds like a joke, but it's feasible. I think she mentions at one point that her dad taught her to use a gun. Am I remembering that correctly? I mean, that's probably the way. I do not know how to use a gun, but that's not for my father's lack of trying. But in my father's defense... He grew up in the country. He grew up where you needed a shotgun in case the gators came, in case the snakes got you. And literally, he only ever used the guns against animals on the farm, you know? Like, it made sense for him growing up to know how to use weapons. And the weapons he used were, like, old-timey shotguns and pistols, not an AK-47, you know? There's a difference between the country folk who have their old school weaponry and these fucking weirdos on Twitter that think they need a frickin' arsenal for the incoming end of the world. Those people shouldn't have any guns. They shouldn't have a slingshot. Yeah, we actually owned a couple of my dad's old guns, until my uncle came and got them, because they were family heirlooms. They belonged to my, great-great-uncle, who apparently, according to my dad's stories, could throw 6 plates in the air and shoot each one in the dead center. I never knew him. Uncle Vince was his name. He's my dad's favorite uncle. And they all grew up in, like, the way countryside, way out there. Man, there are a lot of... Does the static effect get worse when there's monsters nearby? It looked like it was. Interesting. Alright, where are we now? Okay. Yeah, if you ever want to see why these people in the, like, NRA movement shouldn't be allowed to own guns, you should look at pictures of the recent, parade movement thing that happened in Washington, I think it was. And these idiots had, like, shotguns with the safeties off shoved into backpacks on their back, and grenade launchers just with grenades out in a, like, bazookas on the street. Just the most... And these idiots clearly weren't showing any of it any respect or treating it properly at all. It was just to be tough. It was so dumb. I would... If that was... I would have moved. Been like, no, these idiots cannot be near me. We're all gonna die. Oh, God. Alright. So this is all a dead end. Okay, but we can go downstairs, so I guess we'll go back and go downstairs. A knife kind of does the job, though. It depends. It does depend. And again, the kind of weapons that my family had was like... It was like it had 2 shots, and it was 40, 60 years... Like, these were ancient guns. These were not your modern weaponry. And they were family heirlooms that were used against big wildlife. I mean... Gators was probably the most famous. Like, they lived near Gator Creek. Like, so it was probably gators. But, cottonmouths was another big one. Of course, my other family member is, he works for the he did work for the Wilmington Aquarium in conservation. So he was the one that would try and save the animals. And one time he pulled a live shark onto the boat that he and my dad were on. And my dad was like, I'm gonna shoot it! Get it away from me! He was like, it's just a shoot! Like, just such a clash of personalities between the two of them, but they were good friends. But yeah, my dad was not letting that shark come near him. And Uncle Keith was like, come on, it's fine, I want to take it into the aquarium. Nope, he did not want it. He did the same thing with a snake once. He found a snake on the side of the road and he was trying to rescue it, and he was trying to get back into the truck with my dad, and my dad was like, either you are getting in the truck without the snake, or the snake is getting in the truck dead. You are not bringing it alive into my truck. I think it was a copperhead? We have a lot of poisonous snakes around here. I suppose I should, for new folks who haven't been around, I should tell the story of how my Uncle Keith is the man that provided the snakes to the movie The Snakes on a Plane. Yeah, he was the snake man. He trained Samuel L. Jackson and Dakota Fanning and all them how to hold the snakes and take care of the snakes, and... Yep. And that's only, like, the 3rd movie he did snakes for. It's wild. My mom is terrified of snakes. I'm either way, I don't really... I'm fine. I don't hate them, whatever. But Mom is terrified of snakes. Alright, so those are locked. Let's try the storage room. Yeah, my uncle's house growing up, we only went there twice because my mom was so terrified. He had walls upon walls of cages of snakes and reptiles and turtles and things. Like, just things that he'd found in the wilderness, rescued, holding for the aquarium, what have you. It was wild. I loved it as a kid, and my mom was like, oh God. They still have a giant tortoise named Hannibal. Just that. There we go. I guess I should try and eat my dinner. It's probably not hot anymore. Oh, yeah. Feeding them live food. That's what would get me. I wouldn't be able to do that. The fact that you have to feed snakes, like, little mice and stuff, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm good with my cats. I love kitties. I grew up with, I've told this story before. I'm sure some of y'all have heard it. I grew up in a very wilderness, kind of forested area in the middle of town. My state's very famous for trees already. But we had a forest, literally. It was torn down by some house builders at the end of, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. But all the cats in the, like, area would have their kittens in our backyard. And my mom would end up trying to take them in and help them find homes and spay the mom and dad. And inevitably, by the time she got finished handling one set of kittens, a new cat was in the backyard having babies. Like, they just loved our backyard. We would have 8 or 9, 10 cats at a time, and I loved it as a kid. I loved animals. I wanted to keep all of them, and I cried whenever she gave them away. Alright. I guess I could try the dining hall, but I have a feeling it's locked. I think we need to go back upstairs. I don't think there's anything else we can do down here right now. Hi, La Cabeza. Yeah, there's no cats in the cat cam right now. But they'll be back at some point, I'm sure. Gandalf likes to check in every once in a while. The others tend to just chill. They're not very as active. Pippin's a grumpy old lady who just wants to sleep all the time, and Bob's an anxious little boy who just wants to sleep all the time. Inevitably, though, when I lay down to go to bed or take a nap or what have you, Bob shows up. He has to sleep with me when I go to bed. It's so cute. Well, thanks for joining us, Jane. If we don't see you again later, have a good one. Yeah, I remember this place being pretty big. I do remember liking this level. I just need to remember what the hell I do. So there's nothing to do out there. And I haven't found any mirrors yet. So I guess I'm gonna go back downstairs. I'm anxious and grumpy and want to sleep all the time. Well, you'd fit in well with my cats. Bob is a sweetheart. He's my youngest, and he's the anxious one. People were mean to him before we rescued him, and so he doesn't really... He gets anxious around new people and new animals, and he doesn't really trust them. He likes Mom. He's kind of imprinted on me. So if I leave my room, if I'm out of, in the kitchen for 30 minutes, you will hear... Mom, where'd you go? It's so sad. Alright, I guess we're gonna come out this way and explore. He's a real sweetheart, though. It just takes time for him to get used to you. By the time I lived with my old roommates for 6 months, he was in love with them. And whenever they come over and visit, he comes out and is like, "It's my friends." But he definitely does better with cats than dogs. Dogs are not his thing. Alright. Time to see if I missed anything down here. Aw, he only likes her. That's kind of how Pippin is. She's fine with me. But she definitely prefers my mom, I think. And the only reason that she doesn't stay with Mom is because that's where the dog sleeps, and she and the dog fight all the time. When I moved out, Pippin came with me because she was my cat, but she didn't do well with my roommate's animals. She was literally, like, starting fights and being a shithead and that kind of thing. And, so she moved back in with my mom and got to live alone with my mom for quite some time and decided she loved that. That was great. So when I came back home with my 2 cats, she was kind of like, hey, fuck you. What are you doing back here? This is my house. All right. I guess I'll try the dining hall door. And then, I guess if that turns out to be nothing, I'm gonna look at the guide. Aw, I'm sorry. That sucks. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have any cats. It would drive me wild. I've only for a very short period of my life had no cats, and it was when we moved into the previous house. That summer, I had a cat named Axel, and he ran away when we moved. Sometimes that happens. When you move, animals get confused. He ran away, and I was heartbroken. And, like, not 6 months later, my brother came over with this kitten just covered in fleas and crying, and this poor, pitiable thing that he'd rescued from a friend who was not taking care of it. And he brought it up the stairs to the house, hidden under his shirt, and his shirt, you know, it's making noise, and my mom and dad happened to be on the front porch relaxing, and my dad looks at him and goes, your shirt better not be meowing. And yes, it was, and it was for me, and he let me keep it. And that was Pippin, who turned out to be a horrible, horrible creature that hates me. Alright, time to look this up. She really isn't the worst animal. She's just very stubborn and wants everything her way. Likes to wake me up in the middle of the night for a little snack. I've started keeping a squirt bottle next to my bed so I can just squirt her when she tries to wake me up. Alright. Boy, oh boy. Let's see here. Let's go back up. Climb the staircase. Enter the TB ward. Oh! Okay. Well. Once again, I missed something obvious. Apparently that room where I found that note in the iron lung had a puzzle in it that I was supposed to solve to get a cat. I looked at the chat and saw that. To get a key, I missed it. So let's go solve that puzzle. The gaming Pippin. I do have, it used to be on the YouTube channel. It's not anymore because I kind of purged it and cleaned it of superfluous stuff. It's probably on my, I have it on my file folder. A very old video of myself playing Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess on the Wii. And when you played it on the Wii, the little navigator thing, when you moved the Wiimote, was like a fairy. And it was really bright and colorful. And Pippin was a kitten. She was really little, and she was jumping after it and chasing it and attacking it. It was so cute. Oh, man. She was so little and sweet back then. Okay. Across the way and to the right. Is that an item? Don't like that noise. Cats is better than Silent Hill Origins. Well, are you talking about the musical? I never really got into it. I went to see it once, but part of my lack of enjoyment for it was almost entirely because the tickets my aunt bought us were right in front of the speaker, and we were being blown away by sound. At the intermission, we left because it was literally that horrible. I can see something metal inside through the window. Okay. Looks like the control panel. Take a look. Okay. Can I read that? Okay, I'm gonna guess I need to get them all to, like, the almost right in the red. Ooh. Shit. I probably fucked up. Or not. Alright. So does hitting... Okay, so the one you hit goes to halfway, and the ones next to it go up a quarter. I'm not gonna be able to. Alright. Okay. I did it! Alright. We got a key. Alright, is the key to what? Whew. Basement access. Boy, oh boy, I love to go to the basement. It's never horrible down there. Wow, I really like that weird invisible thing. That's the first monster that's really made me go, hey, that's cool. I like that one. It's a good one. Okay. Is there a save point? I guess not at this one. Oops, I didn't mean to go back in. Basements are only ever bad. That's just the truth. Except, I think... No, in Babadook it was... Well, was it bad? I can't remember. In Babadook, did the monster turn out cool? I remember something like the monster turned out to be kind of cool. I need to watch that movie again. But I'm pretty sure it was in the basement. Or else I'm confusing it with another movie. I don't know. See, to me, attics aren't as bad because I grew up with an attic. And we were up there, like, my mom would be like, go in the attic and get the whatever. And we'd go, you know, all of our holiday stuff was up there. So we were going in and out of the attic all the time. We didn't have a basement, but we had, like, one of those doors that goes underneath the house. That always seemed so much creepier to me. I never liked that. Yay, we did it. Alright. Time for food. All the attics I've been in had really cool stuff. That too, like attics, more than basements, I feel like tend to hold cool shit in them. My grandpa's attic had like dozens of books and stuff. They kind of made it into a little like library. I loved it. I must be confusing the Babadook with something else, because I remember there being a movie where they found the monster in the basement and then the monster helped get rid of the bad guy. I don't remember what movie I'm thinking of. They've all blurred together in my mind. I do remember liking that movie. One of my favorite ones. I don't remember what it was called. but they came home because the mom died, and it was the main character was there to help with the funeral, and weird shit kept happening at home, and it turned out somebody was living in the walls. Like, it wasn't a ghost or anything, it was a person living in their house and murdering people. They keep the monster in the basement at the end of Babadook. Okay, that's where I was thinking of basements in Babadook. Alright. What is... But I saw something, I guess not. Oh! What are you? That looks friendly. What areas would you guys set an original Silent Hill story going through? I think there's some cool stuff you could do with a lake that they haven't explored as much of. Because they kind of talk about it being a tourist town on a lake, but they don't really do a lot with the lake itself. Growing up very close to a tourist town on a lake, where we went and visited every summer, we spent half the time on the lake. Tubing, swimming, boating, jet skiing. Like, there's a lot of that they never played with in Silent Hill. I'm sure because it would have been more expensive, because water, hard to animate. But it would be so cool. Aw, hey, swallowing dragons. If you're tired, please do rest. Sunday afternoon naps are awesome. Alright, let's see where I am. Muses from Silent... I've made that joke before. Quite literally. There is a town called Elizabethtown that's about an hour and a half away. It's between here and Wilmington, which is where my dad grew up. And it's a tourist town based on a lake called White Lake. It's called that because it's the only lake in the set of 6 that's not brackish. It means the water's clear. Because it was made from rainwater, and there's no real, like, there's very little wildlife in it. There's very little algae. It's incredibly crystal clear, and it's very small. And so a big tourist community there's a couple of them. There's an amusement park, Goldston's Amusement Park. There's a lot of boating stuff done. My dad and my uncle every year would rent a place up there, and we'd go spend a week. And then later on, they tried to actually own a little trailer, and I went a couple of times up there. I beat Silent Hill 2 for the first time at White Lake. It's really kind of, it's really fun seeing those kind of connections with a real place you've been to in this kind of physical, like this story. You could definitely see the similarities between a real American tourist town by a lake and the game version. It's very cool. I greatly enjoyed these games. I'm sure in part because it did remind me of my own childhood. I'm sure if you Google White Lake, North Carolina, you'll actually find pictures of the place. Goldston's Park, maybe. It looks creepy as hell. And everybody's real broke, so it definitely looks rusty and old and kind of like you might get murdered. Yeah, there is. There's an area in Japan that the name means Silent Hill, so often the fans will just call the game series after the place. I don't remember the place's name, but I thought that was really interesting. Alright. Oh boy, we found the ICU. That's good. Crooked Hill. That's pretty close. No, we didn't make any sacrifices to any town gods. Oh boy. What is that? Oh, I guess I can't pick it up. Who did the sound design for Origins? It was Akira Yamaoka. He didn't leave until Downpour, and then Daniel Lick did the stuff. And he was also good. I liked Downpour's music. I thought it was good. Boy, oh boy, here we go. Oh good, everything's even darker. It's all green. What is that? Nothing, I guess. Alright, let's see. Okay, I guess it's time to explore what rooms are open. Aww. That's sweet, Diana. I have that problem with my cats all the time, specifically Bob. The other two, I'm like, get out of here, guys. But Bob is so sweet and little. I always feel bad for moving him. Alright. Okay. Alright, so like all the doors on this hall are locked. I guess we'll go check these doors over here and then probably try the stairs. Alright, yeah, we just need to go to the stairs. To the stairs! Where are the stairs? Nope, missed them. Yes, this was originally a PSP game that was ported to the PS2. I don't think it was ported to anything else. I know Shattered Memories was on the Wii, but I think this game was really meant for the PSP. There's the save. Okay. We'll go for a little bit longer. I am definitely wearing out a little bit. Clearly, I just need coffee. Whew. It's been a stressful day. You know that kind of thing where something takes you off guard, something bad happens, it's like, oh fuck, I gotta deal with this. And then it turns out, it kind of works itself out, you figure out you're fine, but the stress of it, oh, just terrible. It just wears you out. What is this? There's a strange depression carved into the door. Looking at it makes my head feel numb. This music is interesting. I'm liking this.
Ah! I've always hated you! You and your devil son!
Oh God, Helen! My dear Helen! You really are dead! What will I do?
Holy shit. Well. That was interesting. Where am I? Oh. I found a mirror. Let's see what we've unlocked. Yeah, I think that is definitely your trauma. Well, it's related to his past, but I don't think he would have been present for it. I'm pretty sure that's his dad and his mom. Like, I know vaguely some of his backstory. Just from being in the, fandom for so many years. Alright, blood. That's good. What did that say? Bang. Bring me my son. Ooh. Oh boy. Mama not happy. Alright, let's see where we are. Okay, so alright. We have unlocked something we weren't able to get to. Excuse me. Nice. Now let's figure out what doors open. Oh. Wow, I'm finding a lot of shit. And I haven't even really been fighting anything. What is this? Patient belongings key. Interesting. Dr. Harris has the key. Okay. Let's see where we are. Alright, so that's gotta be where Mom is, and we're probably gonna have to fight his mom, because that's what you do in a Silent Hill game. Well, I didn't technically mean shit as in bad, Zako. Just I'm finding a lot of shit. Here's some shit, and there's some shit, and there's some other shit. Probably won't use it, but it's cool. I'll hang on to it. Thank you. Let's see where I am. Alright, I guess we'll try this. Nope. Nope. Oh, I didn't try that room. I guess I should before we leave. I know, Zako. I'm just teasing. Okay, yeah, it's still broken too. So all the doors are broken. Really nothing to do here until I can unlock that one area. So we're back to square one. Except we should probably... Well, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go unlock the door in this world, just in case. Then we're gonna come back and go back into the other world and explore some more. Hey, Jade, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Alright, where's the bathroom? You're right. Was it Lobsel who pointed out that all of the bathrooms you change into the other world, all of them are women's bathrooms? Huh. First game didn't particularly hinge around a murder, unless I'm forgetting something. Well, you could consider some of the similar themes in what's going on with Alessa. She's not killed, but she's definitely physically abused. So if you kind of change it to be physical abuse and murder, physical abuse which leads to murder, they kind of all do hinge around... The games hinge heavily around death, for sure. Murder's just a very easily vilified thing, I think. Which is probably why these games often deal with it. Excuse me, I'm not here. I'm just exploring, buddy. Anything? Oh, I did get a key, didn't I? I should go find the place the key goes to. I guess we'll keep exploring in here for a while. Hello, Gonzalo. Thanks for joining us. Lots of new faces today. Ah! Alright, have I checked all the doors? Yes. Basically, that door's probably locked too. Whoa, excuse me! Excuse me, sir. Oh no, my health is bad now. Aw, thank you, Gonzalo. I'm so glad you like my work. Okay, so I can't explore any further here, huh? Please get off me. I do not want your advances. Alright, well, we found an item. So we'll go back through, go through the mirror, and use the key to open the thing. Does Travis have a radio? I don't think so. He has a flashlight. I think that's it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll look in his inventory. No, he does have a radio. Okay. He didn't pick it up. He carried it with him. I guess in the beginning we did hear another trucker talk to him on a radio, so that's probably what that was. Alright. What was the key I picked up? Belongings. Patient belongings room. Ah, alright. Well, that's where we're going. What do I think about the HD collection? I've never actually played it. So I really can't have any opinion on it. Eventually, I'm probably going to buy it just so I have an easy way to play the Maria scenario, because I don't have the Xbox version of Silent Hill 2, or the version that has the Maria scenario. But no, I kind of missed that whole controversy. Alright, I guess I'll check this door. What do you know? It opened. Hello? Anybody home? Any shit for me to take? Ooh, that's an item. Please play Maria scenario. I will have to at some point, because I haven't streamed it. I watched somebody else play it. Gareth Morgan from Zenith Films, when he did his Silent Hill 2 stream and had me along, which is probably up on his YouTube channel, if you want to check Zenith Films out. He did a very lovely film that I was involved in a sort of a consultant kind of thing. Oh, is it in the PlayStation Store? I did not know. There we go. The HD version has issues with the Maria scenario. Afraid of that. And one of these days, I'm just going to have to order a copy of Silent Hill 2 that has it. Alright. Okay, what do we got? Gotta be something important here. There was a key. Oh, it's a mirror. Of course. Well, before we go, let's see if we got any. Alright. Status report, blah, blah, blah. Dr. Harris. Mrs. Blank condition has degraded dramatically in the last few months. Her fantasies of a mirror world have become more acute, and she spends more and more time in an apparent catatonic state. She claims that during this time she is in the other world. She now has full recollection of her attack on her son, but shows no remorse for the incident. Indeed, she seems proud, almost smug, of her attempted filicide. I am worried that this behavior could be a side effect of the increased doses of epilenium that the patient has been described. I have asked for her dose to be halved and hope to see positive results shortly. Did I check any? Is there a back hall? No. Alright, time to go back. Anything else in here we need? What's that? That looks like something. Is it not something? Come on. Where'd it go? I guess I can't access it. Oh, thank you, Gonzalo. That's very kind of you. And thank you all to everybody that's donated today. It definitely keeps the channel going. It helps me to buy stuff for the channel, participate in things. More than likely, knock on wood, I am going to be going to a convention this month. I was invited to participate with Playthrough Gaming, which is a convention that's actually in my hometown, so it's not very far. I won't have to pay hotel or anything, which is probably why I'll be going, because it will be much more affordable. I guess there's a hole in the floor? But yeah, I'll be showing off the game I'm working on, which you can find on Kickstarter, and bringing some of my books, and just chatting with folks on the show floor. So if you're anywhere near Raleigh, North Carolina, and want to go to Playthrough Convention, let me know and come say hi. Do I know what's going to happen in the game? I have vague memories of this level, and I know a few things about his history, but for the most part I don't remember a lot. Oh, thanks for joining us, Gonzalo. Have a good night. Aw, man. Renting games from Blockbuster. Ah, the good old days. I remember when Blockbuster was going out of business, I bought my copy of Crisis Core for the PSP from them. Alright. Guess I'm gonna go try some of those other doors. Oh, on the convention. What the fuck? What are those? Holy Jesus. I think I'm dying. Whew, I just barely didn't die. I'll have a table, which means, basically they have a big floor where everybody presenting their game and their merchandise and stuff all hang out and can talk to folks. And, that's where I will be. It's 2 days. In a month? I gotta double check. Oh, fuck you. I don't know what that guy is, but I don't like it. Okay. So we can't get to that. We probably can't go that way. I didn't try the West Solarium. I probably should have. But I'm over here now, so I guess we're gonna go this way. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything in here. Okay, that's a staircase. Don't know that I want to go downstairs just yet. I think I want to see if anything else in this hall opens. And then we'll go downstairs. Where are doors? Doors! Hello! Where are you, doors? I'm really liking this music. This particular song is really lovely. Okay. Ooh, what is that? Is that something? When I arrived at the blank house, the ambulance was already at the scene. The neighbor, Mr. Bryant, who first called in the incident, had restrained Mrs. Blank, and the paramedics were tending to the child. The husband, Mr. Blank, had not yet arrived back from his place of work. Thanks to Bryant's intervention, the gas had been turned off and the house ventilated. However, there was still a strong smell, and I deemed it necessary to call the fire department as a precaution. Ooh, she tried to poison them both. It appeared that Mrs. Blank had attempted to gas herself and her child. When I spoke to the suspect, Mrs. Blank, she was uncooperative and enraged. She demanded I release her so she could kill the devil child. She was clearly not in control of her mind. Mr. Bryant commented that several times in the previous weeks he had heard loud arguments and screams from the house. He said Helen has not been well for a while. Ooh, boy. Well, that sucks for you. That sucks for you. What's... Okay. I guess that's the door out. Anything else in here? Just that note? No other cool shit? I guess not. Heather's beta name. I don't think it was Helen. I think it was something else. And they changed it because they liked Heather Morris's name so much. I have never done any videos on the Sanitarium or anything else from Silent Hill Origins, because this is my first time playing it in about a decade. But I'm really enjoying this. There is some nice stuff here, and you can bet that I will be making videos on it in the future when I've finished the whole game, which hopefully it probably will be after I come back from Atlanta. Maybe next weekend we'll play more. I should be gone from Friday of next week to Wednesday of the following week, so not a long trip. Not like last time. Go back down, buddy. Sir. Okay, that's it. Let's see about going through here. Oh, thank you, Cygnus, and welcome. I don't know if I said hello earlier. I've been slightly distracted and out of it. Go me. Hi, Akatsuki. Alright. I think the only thing you really missed was a note about how apparently Travis's mom tried to do a murder to him. Did try to murder her son. Poor Travis. Alright, where are we now? Okay. I guess I'm gonna try and see what doors I can open. Oh, Akatsuki. So terrible, so horrible. Why haven't I banned you yet? Oh, geez, it's you guys. Oh, shit. Now my health's low again. A refreshing herbal drink. I like that. Guess we'll go back and try the other door. Diana, you should go eat. Your birdie will understand. It wants you to be okay. Go eat. Oh, God! The invisible man wants to kill me. Okay, so I can't go that way or that way. So what was the point of this mirror? I guess I'm gonna go back and try the other ones. Excuse me, guys. Just passing through. Just making my way downtown. Walking fast, monsters pass, and I'm homebound. Okay. I did miss that door. Maybe I should make sure that door's not... It'd suck if I missed that door. Alright, it is open. You can fight the monsters, but in general in Silent Hill I tend not to fight monsters unless I have to. Especially because in this one the weapons die. I'd rather save weapons for bosses I'm not allowed to run from. It looks like an item, but I guess it's not. Nothing in here? Well, this room's useless. You're welcome, Lee. It's a good song. I legit had multiple Vanessa Carlton CDs growing up. I really liked her. I can sing multiple songs of hers. Not even just the famous ones that everybody knows. Alright, let's try the other doors in this hall. Oh god, it's one of them. Well, now where am I? I like how this level, like the previous level, the hospital was very red and rusty, kind of your traditional Otherworld. I like that this one's very green and moist. Kind of, I don't know, sort of like how Silent Hill 3's was very red and rusty and Silent Hill 2's was very green, very moist. It's neat. I'm enjoying those little details. Now where am I? Okay, this is where I was before. Oh, wait. Isn't that where I was trying to go? Wasn't I trying to get to hydrotherapy for some reason? Well. Okay. I don't know where that is. Alright, let's just keep going upstairs. Now where am I? Okay. Okay, maybe I already got that item then. Because I think we already got a key from in there. I guess I'll double check, since I'm not sure what else to do. Oh. Oh, now the key's gonna be down in that shower. That's totally where it's gonna be. Okay. Alright, we did need to come here. Good job, me. with that, I think we're gonna call it, because I am kind of tired, and we've made decent progress. We've been here like 3.5 hours. Made through a level and a half. Not bad. We will definitely come back to this. Probably, let's see, if I come back Wednesday, maybe the 15th of this month, probably come back and maybe get some more. I won't say we'll finish it, but I am enjoying myself, and I definitely want to see the rest of this so I can write about it. Thanks for watching, and thank you to everyone that donated and everybody that joined up. It helps me to fund the channel and pay the bills, keep the lights on. Thank you so much. If you become a member, either through Patreon or through YouTube, you get a lot of cool stuff like bonus videos. You get to see Silent Hill symbolism a little early. I have a podcast talking about Silent Hill. We would have movie nights with just the members gang, and we have private streams, all kinds of stuff for as little as 99 cents a month. Lots of fun stuff. You can purchase my books in the description below, or commission me to stream a game you want me to play, or make a video about something you want to see. All kinds of neat stuff. And, let's see, Kickstarter. I have a game on Kickstarter if you like it and want to check it out and support it. It is in the description. I believe that's it. Follow me on social media, the usual, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.